Pegasus are coached by Arlene Boyle and have a team manager of Johnny Gibson. The starting lineup for Loretta will be number 1, Ruth Murphy, number 2, Ali Meek, number 5, Sinead McGear, number 6, Hayley Mulcahy, number 7, Nikki McConnell, number 9, Nikki Daly, number 11, Elena Tice, number 12, Jessica McGear, number 13, Neve Small, number 15, Lizzie Colvin, and number 17, Hannah Matthews. In reserve for Loretta will be number 3, Sarah O'Loughlin, number 4, Sarah Evans, number 8, Carly Baker, number 10, Lauren O'Leary, number 14, Bryony Bigham, and number 16, Laura Delaney, and number 19, Mary Harkin. Loretta are coached by Niall Denham and the team manager of Anne-Marie Curran. Umpiring today's game will be Carol Netchett and Alison Keogh. The game will be judged by Norma Bardside and Aideen McNicholas. The technical director will be Linda Ingram. And in reserve we have an umpire of Gillian Garrett.
Hello versus Pegasus. My name is Emmett Lawler-McHugh and I'm here with Mark Houghton.
Thanks for having me here today, Emmett. It's a nice day here at Grange Road. It's not too sunny, but here at least the rain has stopped, so hopefully you're looking forward to a good game.
Yeah, with the rain earlier, hopefully we get a nice quick game as well on a nice wet pitch. Here come the teams now in their lineup. Your umpires today are Carol Metchett and Alison Keogh. Alison being the one on your left, Carol on the right hand side. And there's Niamh Small leading Loretta down the line. Shake hands with Pegasus before the game. We've got two very strong teams here today, Mark.
Yeah, well, from what I'm reading here, I think Pegasus have won all their games en route to the final here today. Loretta follow a similar route as well. So I'm looking forward to a good game here. There's not too many nerves so far from what I can see. Both teams had a pretty thorough warm-up. Watching the short corner practice as well, both teams. And I was watching a few drag flicks as well. So hopefully you might see a couple of drag flicks today flying into the top corner.
That'd be lovely to see. Everyone loves an exciting drag flick. Everyone loves an exciting short corner routine, Mark. Teams going into their traditional huddle before games. Mark, as a player yourself for Avoca, can you tell us what kind of things are said in these huddles before a big match like this?
Well, I suppose there's always one or two senior players that kind of take the lead. Usually maybe the vice captain might go first and then the captain will finish off. Depending on the style, you know, some people are very aggressive, you know, just want to get out there, maybe rile up the other team, and then sometimes, you know, you can just be very calm, go out there, try to play the hockey you want to play, because especially in a final like today, you can get a lot of nerves, especially with the young players. I hear that 9 of the Pegasus players haven't been in this position before.
Well, that's certainly a lack of experience, but it hasn't really shown. As you mentioned in their qualification, they haven't lost a single game yet. So you'd have to say they could possibly be favourites today. Although both favourites for this competition were knocked out yesterday by these teams, UCD and Hermes, that is. So we've got ourselves an underdog game here today. But both still very strong teams. Loretta have 5 internationals in their team at the moment. Hayley Mulcahy recently been called into the squad for their upcoming friendlies against Italy up in Northern Ireland. So Pegasus will kick us off here now. Or centre pass for those of...
Yes, that's right, Evan, centre pass.
For the purists out there. You can see already from the formation Loretta are setting up to start strong, and I'd say they're going to come with a very high press here.
Yeah, they appear to be pushed high up the pitch here. Every single one of their players inside the halfway line to the 25.
That's definitely a sign of intent.
And yes, they start off with the high press. Really chasing hard at the start.
Well, that's a good thing. You want to put a lot of pressure on the team straight off the bat. Really send them a message. That's a good use of space out there on the right hand side, and Pegasus will try and find space through. Diving tackle doesn't work, and Alex Spears looks to play a through ball, but it doesn't just quite catch on her stick, and Sinead McGurr will look to play the ball out here down the right hand side for Loretta. Plays it out wide to Ali Meek. That was well across there from Jess McGurr. Her sister Sinead McGurr is playing today as well. Both very, very strong players at the back and a great asset to Loretta.
Good skill.
Free out's given. Lizzie Colvin will take it and play it up to Niamh Small.
Here we go on the counter now.
Really nice hockey there. Cutting inside, looking to spread the pitch, but the pass doesn't come through. And Pegasus will pick it up and play it out. Although being closed down right away, nice and early like we were talking about before.
Well, we're only about a minute in here, but it seems so far to be a frantic game. Both teams just looking to go forward with the ball rather than holding on possession and passing around the back.
That's always good, because you know in finals yourselves from watching them sometimes both teams are very nervous coming out into the pitch, and you're just met with a really boring game, but this doesn't look like it's going to be like that at all.
No, I agree. Both teams really going for this as well. It seems like Loretta are keen to push up high, maybe playing the inexperience of Pegasus a little bit, maybe rile up the younger players. So far it hasn't really worked out too well. Pegasus seems to be holding their own.
Ball simple played into what looked like a football. It was actually a stick, so the play will play on. Alex Spears again out in the right hand side, taken on by Jessica McGurr, holding on to possession, transferring back to the experienced Hannah Matthews. A lot of weak passing coming out from Pegasus here. They don't seem to be getting the ball under the stick too well to get a quick release there.
No, I agree, yeah, and it seems a lot of it's just going forward as well the whole time. Like, it seems like maybe sometimes they could do with going backwards, maybe just getting a bit of a grip of the game. But sure, it's early days yet.
Grace Irwin there at left back, demanding her players to spread wide. Arm out, expecting something good here from her players. Checking back, making sure her defence is all right. And that'll be a free out for Loretta. I'm noticing, Mark, Loretta aren't really playing... they're playing two high forwards, but they're not playing one very, very high and creating a lot of space. They're between the halfway and the 25.
Yeah, it seems what they're doing is both of them are starting very central and then leading out towards the wings. I suppose it's kind of a tactic of getting the ball high, getting it out wide, and then just leading into the wide position. Starting off with two forwards, it's not really a normal tactic, but I suppose if they pack the midfield, then they're going to be harder to break down.
Pegasus looking to break down Loretta here over in the corner. Alison Keogh is having absolutely none of that. All Pegasus players being marked out of it. Free in called. It'll be interesting to see the new rules being brought in for a wide ball to be taken in from the 25 instead of a long corner now.
Well, I personally think it's a great idea, because sometimes I feel if you get a long corner, it's very hard to get out of there. You're always trying to, I suppose, get the ball back out into defence, and this is going to make long corner more of an advantage rather than a disadvantage, as I think it can be sometimes.
It is. Everyone packs into that corner. It's like watching 8-year-olds play football. They just chase the ball around the place and it's all swamped. Okay, Pegasus play a lovely little ball there into the centre. Great skill to get out of it. Stephanie Quinn, the captain, holding on to the ball, looking to play the ball high, but then again picked off by Hannah Matthews. Her improvement in the last couple of years, Mark, has just been fantastic. If you could bottle her persistent improvement and sell it, you'd make millions.
It's the way she reads the game. She's talking to everybody around her. She's telling them where to stand, and she's always speaking, and she's just always in the right place. And her pass is phenomenal. She's got one of the greatest sweep passes I've seen in women hockey.
Even in men, Mark?
Well, better than mine, I can tell you.
Shouts there from Niall Denham on the sideline, asking Ali Meek to fill in somewhere. Meek, of course, a very experienced player. 38 caps for Ireland. She can fill in nearly any role. She's played left midfield. She's even played left back for them.
Very versatile player.
Sinead McGurr looking to come up the pitch, only putting two players back into defence. The rest of them are looking to attack. Jessica McGurr has plenty of time on the ball to pick out a pass. Looks out wide to her sister, who's somewhat closed down. Pegasus win the ball back and will look to try and launch a counter attack quite quickly, playing those 1-2s in small spaces. Although she's absolutely swamped there by Ali Meek.
Close down very quickly there. Now we've got a break on here.
Super turn there from Hayley Mackay to send the ball out left. Carried down the left hand side. Looks to play it across goal. Raised ball. Free out for Pegasus.
Great counter attack there, Emmett.
I think what's key about Loretta's counter-attacking compared to Pegasus is Loretta's pass is always forward first, and also they do it quickly. Pegasus seem to be second-guessing themselves whenever they're coming along with the pass. They seem to be looking around, looking for options, and it just slows them down too much.
I definitely agree, yeah. You can see there, very first thing Loretta wants to do is go forward with the ball rather than going back. Yes, they can go back as you've seen, but they really just want to go forward and really just get Pegasus on the back foot.
That brings us back to what we were talking about at the start. Loretta really seemed up for it, like bringing all their players out from the 25 into the Pegasus half, really putting pressure on them, closing them down, and telling them we're here to play a game of hockey and we're taking the game to you.
I agree, yeah. I think they're really trying to play on Pegasus inexperience, I suppose. Now, then again, it wouldn't be the most experienced Loretta side either, but they do have some old heads in there.
Ball cleared out purely out of frustration there by Pegasus in the right back. Ball falls to Hannah Matthews, who's going to look to spread the pitch out to the right hand side. Ali Meek takes the ball, gets her body around it very well, and gives Sinead McGurr plenty of time to pick a pass, but it's found by a Pegasus stick. Super sweep there from Jessica McGurr out to Hannah Matthews. Looks for that through
that's
ball.
a great ball.
Well taken by Hayley McCahey, recently called into the Irish squad. You can see why. That determination to get to the ball, manages to keep the ball into play, but still just doesn't quite hold on to possession. And Alex Spears will look to carry the ball out, but she's met by two Loretto players, wins the free for Pegasus. And what Pegasus really should be doing here is slow the ball down, retain possession, and just trying to exert their dominance on the game.
I think so, yeah. They haven't been on the ball for a while now, so I think the best thing they can do is probably just hold on to it. And just as I say that, they give the ball away. Curse of the commentator.
I think that came off a Loretto foot, so that'll be a Pegasus ball there, luckily for them. But they'll need to slow Loretto's pace down. They want to take the wind out of Loretto's sails here and maybe almost bore them off the pitch with just transferring, and then once Loretto lose their concentration, strike on a counter-attack. But they play it just straight into Loretto's stick. That could be the inexperience of just trying to get the ball up near the goal.
Yes, we're 8 minutes through now, and I think it's fair to say that Loretto definitely started the stronger. I suppose Pegasus are trying to catch them on counter-attack, and Loretto's full-court press has been very effective so far. It's just made Pegasus, it's very difficult for Pegasus to play out of defence so far.
Hannah Matthews with plenty of time on the ball. Out to Sinead McGurr. Being closed down there, nearly lose the ball, but confidently actually plays the ball through the stick, and it's picked out and it's gone down pitch. Niamh Small will take it under control. McGurr is looking to play the pass out to the right. Good idea, but it just doesn't quite come off. Loretto will still be happy with that, having been under pressure in their own D there. Straight up into the Pegasus 25 after a number of seconds.
Oh, I think so, yeah. It just shows how comfortable they are just passing the ball out of defence, and they very quickly turn defence into attack there, and probably a bit unlucky not to come away with more.
Aerial ball there out of defence, but falls to Hannah Matthews. Alex Spears nicks the ball off her. Niamh Small does well to win the ball back, comes across the D, runs into a wall of Pegasus player. Lizzie Colvin plays it in, up off a Pegasus stick, but free out given. And Pegasus should really look to counter-attack very quickly there. Alex Spears on the ball, looks to play the ball quickly down the line.
Ball.
Super experience there from the capped Irish player. Maguire plays a super ball down the line there.
Fantastic tackle.
Very effective flat stick challenge. Pegasus have seemed to come alive in the last couple of minutes. They're pressing up on Loretto now, putting them under a lot of pressure. Pinkerton just lets the ball go out of play. And she'll be happy to get her stick on that ball and pick the right pass and hold on to possession. Pinkerton tries to win the free and does, manages successfully, trying to get off the ball here. Super juke inside there. Caroline mentioned not happy about that. Lizzie Colvin taking the ball out to the right, drives towards the D, looks to her left-hand side where there's space. Ball missed, possibly came off a foot. There'll be play on there.
Nice stick work here.
There's Nikki Daly driving in towards the goal, and a first short corner of the day is given.
Fantastic stick work there, Emmett.
And Mark, you're more likely to see Hannah Matthews now standing at the top of the D. That famous step to the left and drive towards the far corner is what I'd expect.
Oh, I've seen it many a time. It works fantastic. A lot of times it works out as a goal. Hopefully you'll see one here and we'll really get the game rolling.
Always an advantage to straight strike, just to see how teams run on the first side. Then they can work their more intricate short corners afterwards, knowing where the spaces will be.
Definitely, yeah. And you want to test the goalkeeper early. You know, you just want to keep her on her toes. And if you take a strike early, you know, it could go anywhere.
That it could. Hannah Matthews isn't actually lining up to take the shot here. It's actually Jessica McGurr, Ali Meek being the one to stop. Ball injected, stopped by Ali Meek. Ball pops up, but Jess McGurr still has a go, and it comes off a Pegasus stick, and it'll be a long corner.
Now, watching them in the warm-up with the short corners, I didn't actually see a single ball not stopped correctly, so they'll be very disappointed with that. And I think we have another short corner here, do we?
Oh, we do. There's an appeal there from Pegasus.
I think we're hearing it was a foot.
Not seen by Carol Metchett. Ali Kyo, though, good to spot it from a distance. Fair play to her. I wasn't able to see it from here.
She's a very keen-eyed umpire, Emmett.
Hannah Matthews signaling to one of the ball girls there to get the ball on the pitch. Mark, do you find the game improves in speed when you're playing with ball boys or ball girls?
Oh, most definitely, yes, because sometimes when you're waiting for the ball, you can just stop and attack.
Same short corner. No, switch it out to the right. Hayley McCahey. Oh, stroke is given!
I'm not sure, Emmett. I didn't see. Why are you to help?
No, I'm thoroughly confused as to what it was. It seemed like a perfectly legitimate tackle to me as Hayley took the ball out to her right, but stroke is given straight off the bat. Umpires confirm, both in agreement. See, this is why they're umpiring an IHL final and we're not, Mark.
Exactly, Emmett.
So Hannah Matthews to face her international friend Aisha McFerrin. Aisha joined the team there recently. She's a very good keeper. We came up against her there during the season. Big save from Aisha. Super reflexes. And hopefully Hannah Matthews will be able to put that out of her head and be able to get on with the game now. You can see running back, she's not happy with it at all, but that is a super save from Aisha to get down to her left.
That was really fantastic. Just as the ball left her stick, I was thinking that's a great flick, and then out of nowhere, lightning save.
This could really turn the game. This could give Pegasus plenty of confidence now going forward. Give them almost a wake-up call as well.
Oh, I think so, yeah. Games are won and lost on turning points like that. So hopefully Loretta get their head screwed back on and it won't change the game too much, and both teams are still up for it.
Campbell doing very, very well there to show Hannah Matthews out to the right-hand side and force her to play the ball to McGurr, where Alex Spears closing down. Now Pegasus have these girls pegged back. They're almost playing not quite three-quarter, but half-court press here. And just let Loretta come at them and launch a counter-attack after that. I
agree, yeah. Well, with the ball pace that Loretta are able to play the ball around the back, it's very difficult to press them very high, but at the moment, yeah, it seems like they're settling on the three-quarter press. We might see more later on, or maybe in half-court.
Now, with Loretta pressing so high and so close on one side of the pitch, the transfer is definitely on for Pegasus here. Dodgy first touch there, and it falls to Niamh Small, who looked to drive and counter-attack. Turn inside. Oh, well picked up. Very good idea. Free out given. I love an inside pass, Mark. It's just a sign of an experienced player. Whether it comes off or not, that's all right.
Most definitely, Emmett. It's great to see.
That's what you want. You want the game pace flowing. You want it going a lot quicker.
Fantastic stick work here.
Alex Spears really keen to get the ball going and get the game underway again. She senses that there could be a goal here coming for Pegasus with the pressure that they're putting on Loretta, and she nicks the ball off Hannah Matthews and starts to drive to her. It's the circle. Looks to play the ball inside. Campbell plays it back to her. Ruth Murphy comes out and it's a
fantastic
super save. That is great decision making by the young Loretta goalkeeper. She picked her decision. She went with it. Those second guessing is really where it gets you down as a keeper. And Loretta again probably doing what Pegasus were doing earlier, just looking to slow the game down now and start to try and regain the dominance that they had early in the first half. Super through ball by Hannah Matthews and picked up by Hayley McCahey. Calls there by Grames for the ball being out the line, but not the case. The Pegasus have won the ball and they're driving up the right hand side.
Fantastic tackle.
This is absolute end-to-end stuff now, Mark. Well won by Lizzie Colvin. Super first touch. And she's driving in, looking for options. Slip left. Ball a little too far behind. Aisha out early. Possible call for something. Carol Metchett waves play on, and Pegasus are going to look to take the ball out. Free out for Pegasus.
Well, that was a fantastic counter attack there, Emmett, but to be fair to Pegasus, they got back very quickly. The goalkeeper did excellent.
Very great work from McFerrin, and she shows why she's capped for Ireland there with that decision making. One back by Ali Meek. Campbell out on the left hand side looking for a through ball here now. Maguire holding on to the ball there for a while. Very short of options though. Now she's looking to get on the ball herself. although it's played away down into Niamh Small's possession. And Loretta comfortable playing the ball back like they were doing in the first half.
Fantastic stick work here.
Nikki Daly driving down with the ball. Falls to Hayley Mulcahy. Look at the speed of Hayley Mulcahy. She comes in. That wins her a free in.
There's 18 minutes to go now in the first half. Still 0-0.
Free out given there. Grace Irwin losing the ball there, but chasing back, winning a free out. That ball looked to be going to Maguire, but jumped out of the way. Not happy with the collision with Ali Meek afterwards. Seems to have tweaked her back there. She's holding it now as if she's in a little bit of pain.
I think she'll be all right. She's a very important player, so I think she'll be able to do it.
Super ball there from Sinead McGurr down the line. And unfortunately, it doesn't fall to her. That's the end of the first quarter now, and there will just be a quick break in play. These quarter breaks are fantastic for coaches because I know yourself, as a coach, you only have half time to talk to the players, whereas a breakdown into quarters, you get more tactical information onto them. You're able to talk about what's going on the pitch and relay anything that's happening.
I agree, yeah. It's meant to be a good stop for spectators as well. They can just run off, grab something as well. And I think the whole idea was brought in was for maybe warmer climates because it gets very warm. You have to take a lot of water breaks. And of course, unfortunately in Ireland, we're not blessed with good weather. I can tell you from where I'm sitting, I'm quite cold. I'd love to get there running around on the pitch, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get into the ladies' women's final. So ruled myself out with that one.
Goddamn technicalities, Mark, I tell you. Loretta players here with very long jackets on them. I'm quite jealous of them. Niall Denham taking them in. He seems to have a very direct message for these girls, listening intently. He's seen something that maybe we haven't seen, and he's seen a weakness in Pegasus that they're going to look to expose now. So it'll be interesting to see what they come out now in this next quarter and see what they can provide. From looking at the tactical board, they look to be exposing. They look to be coming out from the right-hand side and looking to open up the play out in Pegasus' own half. Ball seems to be looking to go through Sinead McGurr a lot. Niall Denham here complimenting them on Loretta on their play so far, but he's looking for that finish. There hasn't really been much shots on goal, has there, for the amount of chances they've had?
No, I'd agree, and I think also the Pegasus goalkeeper's done very well when he's being called upon. That penalty stroke save was absolutely amazing. Aisha McFerrin, that is, and also out very quickly to close down any other attacks that Loretta might be planning.
We weren't blessed with vision or audio as to what Pegasus were getting up, so it'll be interesting to see what their coach has planned for this Loretta onslaught of attack that came in the first quarter.
I agree, yeah. It looks as though Loretta are setting up the same way as they did early on. Possibly a full court press.
Super 1-2 there, Niamh Small and Hayley Mulcahy. Oh, and nicked off by Nikki Daly. She drives down the line. Look at that pace. You can see why she's capped for Ireland. Heads to the byline and pulls it back across. Free out given to Pegasus.
I've got a quick counter attack on here, Emmett.
Here comes Alex Spears looking to play the ball long. doesn't really find much options. She's got to play it in the space, but it's picked off by Hannah Matthews.
Hannah Matthews has been everywhere today, Emmett.
She has. It's an absolute wealth of experience. She just knows where to be on the pitch. Ali Meek seems to have gone down with an injury there. Looking to draw the referee's attention to the fact that it came off her foot. Ray's ball is given and Loretta will try and slow this down. That looks like something Ali Meek will be able to run off though.
Oh yes, I agree. She's a seasoned professional.
Here's Hannah Matthews now. Will she look to go long with one of those famous sweeps, or will she look to play the ball back to Jessica McGurr? She's gone with an aerial into space, and that's a
fantastic
super ball. Flat stick tackling comes off her foot, so that'll be a Pegasus ball out. Really good vision, really good reading of the game to play that aerial into space. Maguire swamped by 3 Loretta players, but does really well to get out of it and keeps the ball in play. She heads down the line. Ali Meeks comes in with a challenge, but Maguire still holds on to it, looks to retain possession, and it's come off a Loretta foot, and Pegasus are going to get themselves on a ball. Caroline Metchett not happy with the ball being taken from there and has to come back from where the original foul occurred, and that'll take the wind out of Pegasus' sails in terms of their counter-attacking. So Irwin is going to play the ball back, and they'll start from another side. Good use of the transfer there, Mark, I'd reckon.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem as though Loretta are pressing quite as strong as they were in the first half. The midfield seem quite happy just to stay on the halfway line and just leave it up to the 2 forwards to maybe do a 3-quarter press.
Good ball by Ali Meek there. Unfortunately, missed by Lauren O'Leary. Here's Irwin on the ball now. Loretta just trying to read that transfer and put pressure on them, but Pegasus were just a bit too quick, but too quick for their own player. The ball goes out and Loretta have a ball in a very dangerous position here on the sideline. It's not too deep into the Pegasus half, so it means that they've got more of a chance of creating a goal scoring opportunity. That was easily picked off by the captain there, Stephanie Quinn, as she drives down the pitch there, wins the free. Maguire demanding the ball out in the left-hand side. She doesn't get it. Nicked off. Pegasus by Small as she wins the ball again. Looks to play the ball to her right. 1-2 is possible. Super defensive work there by Alex Spears. Calls from the sideline for Hayley to come off. She's not ready for that. I think she's hungry to get a goal here, Mark.
Oh, yes.
Super ball in. Oh! First time shot just doesn't come off. Now, Mark, do you think she had time to get the ball under control there?
Well, it would have been a very tricky stop. She probably would have had to take it on the move on a reverse stick side. Very tricky technique, which I myself have not perfected.
They're still mounting that pressure, and it's nicked off, but it's free out is given before the ball is actually won.
You can see the double team of Nikki Daly and Niamh Small are very quick in closing down the Pegasus defence. Niamh Small has just been so quick today, closing them down, and Nikki Daly with her 91 caps has just been phenomenal. It seems to be a feature of the player. They just try to get the ball to Nikki Daly, and she works her magic over on the left wing.
Hannah Matthews running into trouble as Alex Spears closes her down, plays the ball out safely to Jessica McGurr. Izzy Colvin has been awfully quiet there in the centre of the park. Loretta seem to be using the wings a lot.
I think it's a feature of Loretta's play as well, where they don't want the ball to get into the middle of the pitch because they know how dangerous Pegasus are there.
I think there's a good chance that Lizzie Colvin is in there just purely for the tackles.
I would agree.
And she's done well to come back from her injury now, which ruled her out for most of the season, which is probably, you could argue, one of the reasons that Loretta missed out on the IHL qualifications this year.
Oh, I'd say so as well, and missing some of their key international players during international weekends definitely hasn't helped. Losing players like Nikki Daly and Hannah Matthews, it would cripple any team.
Ali Meek as well, one of those international players. They're really the spine of the Loretto team is what you're looking at.
Oh, definitely, yeah. They're all along the middle of the pitch. And today we've seen them be key players.
Comes Ali Meek with the ball that we talked about, but she just doesn't quite get it under control. Ali Meek is a constant professional and demands the utmost from herself in terms of hockey, so that'll really bother her now that she didn't quite get it full stick on that.
Oh yeah, she's got so much drive. I don't think she's come off the pitch so far today, and I can't imagine she'll want to come off the pitch either.
Possible card coming out here for a reaction now. Sarah O'Loughlin's been given a card, and off she goes to the bin. Lovely wall pass there out into space, and it's well kept in there by Kate McConnell, plays the ball in, but it just falls to Loretta's stick.
I think the best thing for Loretta at the moment is just to take the sting out of the game while they're down to 10 women.
You can see the lack of that one extra player is really faltering their attack. There's just not that as many options on.
And there's Ali Meek again. She's all over the pitch today.
Lizzie Colvin has a player coming on but manages to hold the ball off really well. It's just so calm and collected from her. I would never expect her to lose the ball. She's safe as a house, that player. Interesting there from Pegasus. Up by Hayley Mackay. She drives into the D, plays a through ball, but it's picked off, and it falls to her, and she looks to play it off her reverse, and there's a stick challenge.
Fantastic tackle there, Emmett. I think she nicked the ball just before the Loretta player was swinging for the ball. Fantastic tackle.
Lizzie Colvin plays the ball through and looks to play it out wide, but loses it. Super tackle there from Maguire, interception, but it's fallen to Hannah Matthews, who plays the ball out in a reverse out to Ali Meek, miscontrols the ball, and here comes Kate McConnell with the ball. Tackle there from Ali Meek means this ball will fall to Pegasus. And for a team facing an opposition of 10 players, well, now back up to the full complement of 11, they didn't seem to be utilising it too much. They still have a lot of players in their own half and looking to build up. But is that a hangover from their half-court press of players not stepping out, or is it just a lack of confidence or a lack of experience?
Well, I think it's a knock-on effect of not pressing high so far in the game. A lot of times when you have maybe a half-court press or a three-quarter press, it's quite difficult to change suddenly into a full press. And you can find if you start changing into a full press, it can lead to gaps in the defence. Oh,
super 1-2 there from Loretta. Amazing block there from Pegasus, and the ball has been given out for a long corner. You can see the wealth of experience there from Nikki McConnell and Nikki Daly. Turn there from Ali Meek, loses the ball to Alex Spears, looks to play the ball out, but a free has already been given in. Ball's played all the way back to the halfway line now. Jessica McGurr looked to pick a pass. Seems herself under pressure. Hannah Matthews is getting closed down, but plays a lovely ball into Lizzie Colvin. Finds Jessica McGurr out in space on the right hand side. Look to play it down into that leading out space on the right hand side, but it just doesn't quite come off. And Sinead McGurr apologises for that.
I think fair play to Pegasus there. They're making it very difficult to break down. Making a difficult ball just down the line.
And Loretta just can't control the ball inside the Pegasus D. On has come Paul for Pegasus. Oh, Jesse McGurr has slipped, and the ball has tried to play it into space, and nothing really comes of it. That was a very good chance. That was a great use of the high forward there Pegasus had. They were able to have an option once they counter-attacked, because what they've had trouble with is they've gotten the ball, looked up, and no one has actually been there for them, so they're struggling to pass the ball forward.
Yeah, a lot of the times you find there's just one Pegasus forward. At the moment we've got Vanessa Surgeoner up front by herself, and a lot of times when she gets the ball she's very isolated. Now if she had to realise there that the Loretta player slipped, maybe she's in on goal, but she wasn't to know.
Number 16 there we've seen on the ball, Paul I was talking to the Pegasus coach, Arlene Boyles, before the game, and she told me she's only 17 and she's definitely one to watch for the future.
Oh, I'd say so. If you're playing at an Irish senior or at a final like this at 17, there's really a bright future ahead of you.
Claims a very quick player, well controlled there by Maguire, of course using the European rules of stick above the shoulder. Pegasus seem trapped in their own half there again as a result of that high press from Loretta. Loretta driving into the Pegasus D, slips the ball left. Reverse strike doesn't quite come off and it's given as a wide. Chambers has come onto the pitch now for Pegasus and she started to go a little bit high. But again, Chambers and Paul, both quite young players. Only 2 Pegasus players in the Loretta half at the moment as Alex Spears takes the ball in to make it a third. Now they're going to start pushing forward. I think Pegasus are a very structured team at the moment and don't want to take risks of playing the high ball, that seems like.
Oh, definitely, and we can see they're getting a lot of wind behind the ball as well. They're leaving only 1 or 2 players up high, and I suppose that's just for the quick counter-attack, because you know Leah Paul is very quick. Try to get the ball to her maybe. Not 5.
Kate McCall leaves the ball now for Pegasus captain Stephanie Quinn. Here comes Quinn after taking it, drops it back to her centre back, plays the ball back in, but is swarmed by 2 Loretta players as well to get out of it, but the ball falls to Hannah Matthews as she carries the ball and looks to launch one of those counter-attacks that Loretta have been using all day. Look at that speed. But plays the ball into no space at all. And Natalie Pinkerton will play the ball outright, and Pegasus will look to try and launch a quick counter-attack. It's picked up by touch off by Chambers, falls to Paul, we should talk about earlier, looking to draw the keeper out and play the ball across the face of goal, plays it right into Ruth Murphy's foot, and Ruth Murphy did very well there with her angles now, and Hannah Matthews has played it out to Ali Meek on the right hand side. The game is coming live again now, and we're looking at end-to-end stuff there. Reverse stick.
Well, right there, it's Pegasus' game plan. Is get the ball forward quickly, 2 quick forwards. And unfortunately, this time didn't get anything out of it.
Mark, something that struck me there about Pegasus players there, Erwin just did it herself, is they seem to be taking the freeze very early but being very indecisive about it. So they're touching the ball and they couldn't be giving themselves chances to be closed down straight away rather than deciding where they're going to play the ball before the free is actually taken.
Well, I agree, yeah. Sometimes the excitement of the occasion gets you and you just want to get it moving as quickly as possible, so you take the touch, and then once you've taken it you realise there might not be anything on for you. So you might have to turn back around, start again.
Super pressure from Maguire here. Looks to win the ball back for Pegasus. Ball's come back to Hayley McCahey, but that's a raised ball, and that'll be Pegasus free, and they'll want to look to get high very quick, but again there are no forwards on up high at the moment. She looks to draw the ball in and win the free against Lizzie
That's
Colvin.
Smart play.
Very smart play there from Stephanie Quinn, the Pegasus captain. Looks to play a ball out wide, and the touch is made, but it just doesn't quite have enough strength on it to keep the ball under control, and a ball goes out wide, and Loretta will look to build again. Ball played back there to Jessica McGurr. It's only 3 minutes to go now in this half. For such a high-paced game, it's surprising that we haven't seen any goals yet.
Oh, I agree, yes. Loretta are clearly very fit and they're pressing very high and they're winning the ball up high a lot of the times as well. But in fairness to Pegasus, they're defending extremely well at the moment and they're really giving nothing away. What's there only been maybe 2-3 short corners and a penalty stroke, but their defence has really held up so well.
Of course, that penalty stroke could be playing in the mind of Loretta, and it did give Pegasus a boost for a while, but it seems so long ago that happened, and it was a super save not to be forgotten by McFerrin down in the bottom left.
Well, like now we're coming to the end of the first half now, so it's about half an hour ago now, and I'd say it's probably out of most of the players' minds, but it's definitely giving Pegasus some sort of boost as well. I think it might just be their day.
It could be. That's the thing about sport. It's just a hop of a ball on a day. Even though Loretta, I would reckon, has had far more percentage of possession and they've had more chances that they've been in Pegasus half, that could be playing exactly into Pegasus' game plan.
Oh, definitely, yes. Like, Pegasus would have come out here with a clear game plan. They're not going to press as high as Loretta. They're going to soak up pressure and then hit them on counter-attack. And so far, although they haven't got any goals out of it, they haven't conceded either. So I think both teams will be happy enough.
We are talking about a team that was completely undefeated in their run into the final, so they probably know what they're doing in this situation, and maybe they're just waiting for the Loretto players to get frustrated and tired, and then that's when they'll launch the counter-attack. Ooh! Clash of bodies, time off given there.
Is that a head injury?
Seems to have gone down for a head injury, exactly. Well called by Carla Metchett. She's calling for physio to come on, and it'll be time off straight away, as Maguire seems to be in a lot of pain there. Doherty coming over, just checking if she's okay. She seems to be alright. She's sitting up of her own accord, which is always nice to see. Loretto using this time now to talk over tactics. Aisha McFerrin talking to her own defenders now, giving them a game plan. She's trying to organise from the back, which she's at a very advantaged position on the pitch to be able to see the entire play, so it's always a good idea to listen to your goalkeeper.
Oh, definitely, yes, and she's a leader of the team as well. Just up here in the commentator's box, we're able to hear exactly what she's saying all the way down at the goal. And
off comes Maguire now to just get a rest. Is always a wise idea after a head injury. She seems to be okay, but she just seems to be a little dizzy. It's just a snap back of her head.
She's laughing at us. That's good.
She'll be a strong one. No doubt we'll see her later on in the game. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Sinead McGurr plays it back to her sister Jessica. Falls off her foot, but she's in 5 yards of space, so it's all right. Sinead giving her words of calm as she's closed down there by Beekney, and it comes off Chambers' foot and goes outside. Jessica McGurr plays the ball back to Hannah Matthews, who's got plenty of time to pick a pass. Again, Loretta using the wings, not really going through the middle, not using the centre mid of Lizzie Colvin, as we were talking about. Just trying to stretch the Pegasus defence and try and find holes in it. Especially when they've got such pace, they can really run the ball down the outside sidelines and end line and win something from it. Hannah Matthews in plenty of space, picks the ball up. Lizzie Colvin now in the centre of the pitch, looking to drive forward, plays the ball out left. First time ball in, across, and a dive just doesn't quite get there. Drawing the keeper out, someone coming into the back post, Neve Small just doesn't make it there. Super play by Loretto.
Well, I think it's probably the first time we've seen Loretto player out wide in plenty of space. Pegasus so far have been very tight with their marking. And lack of concentration here.
Neve Small look to drive with the ball with only a few seconds left to go in the half and try and go into the half with a lead. Lifts the ball over a stick but runs into 2 other Pegasus players, and Pegasus are going to look to play it down. Alex Spears has the ball on that. Experience is just keeping Pegasus alive. She's closed down by 3 Loretto players and wins the free, and they look to get the ball out wide. Irwin on the ball now.
20 seconds to go.
Ball played over. Not dangerous ball. Sinead McGurr looking for a pass, probably just looking to run down the clock at this stage. Both teams know that half time is coming any second now. And here's half time now. Mark, what would you have to say to either team as a coach at half time?
Oh, that's a very tricky one, Emmett. I suppose the Pegasus coach was saying more of the same, defending very well on the counter-attack. They have been dangerous, and definitely with Loretto's high press, they're only going to get tired. I know they have been rotating the whole game, but I know myself, whenever no matter what position you are, if you're a defender, midfielder, forward, it is very tiring, and you're going to have to take your key players off if you are getting tired. So I definitely think the Pegasus coach will definitely be the happier of the two.
Do you think that Loretto's lack of scoring from all the chances that they've had and position that they've been on the pitch will affect them?
Oh, I'd say so, definitely. Whenever you're in top of a game and you're not scoring, you always think, okay, maybe it's not going to be our day. And then the Pegasus players, they're going to be thinking, this is our day. They haven't scored yet, so they think they've got every chance here of coming out with something. Now, saying that, it's not as though it's been all Loretto. Pegasus have plenty of times of prolonged pressure. So Pegasus is going to be very happy. Loretto at the same time, they're going to be very happy. They know that they've had a flick saved by Aisha McFerrin, who's been phenomenal in goals today. She's coming out, she's charging everything. Loretta on the counter attack, they've been very good. Nikki Daly, 91 caps, as I said. She's been phenomenal. That's stick work. I can't even keep it on the ball so fast.
Both teams definitely very happy, reasons to be happy, all to play for in the second half as well. And of course, if we don't get any goals, it goes to extra time and then 1v1s.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, Emmett. I've never actually played 1v1s myself, but it looks phenomenal. It's all up to the goalkeepers then. Of course, the forwards can do all their great stick work for that, or where it is, and taking it. But it's very exciting to see. I know at the end of the day, you want to see the best team win, and probably win within the 70 minutes. But I think for all the spectators, that's what we want to see.
Exactly. We'll be back at the start of the second half. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you then. Welcome back to the IHL final here in Three Rock Rovers Grange Road between Loretta and Pegasus. Both teams just taking the field now to commence the second half, where the score is still 0-0. A missed stroke in the first half has put Loretta under a bit of pressure and given Pegasus a little bit of hope. Loretta being the team that started stronger. Pegasus looking to stay sitting back and try and make use of Loretta's hardness. Joining me again for the second half is Mark Houghton.
Thanks for having me here, Emmett. I can tell you it's still as cold as when we started the game.
Not much to change after 10 minutes. Although after the week we've had, Mark, you'd expect a bit more.
I know, I was expecting a lovely sunny Sunday afternoon, but unfortunately we haven't been lucky enough.
Some players even wearing the base skins underneath Neve Small to get us underway. Ball's played back to her by Lizzie Colvin. And tackled there by the Pegasus captain, Stephanie Quinn. Pegasus really coming out of the traps here very strong. McConnell's on the ball now, looking to play a through ball in, but just met by a row of Loretto players. Missed trap by Hannah Matthews, but does well to get the ball away, and it still falls to McConnell again. Plays the ball back inside. Stephanie Quinn takes the ball out wide. 2 flat sticks there from Loretto. Claims her of a foot. Caroline Metcher plays wave on, and Ali Meek will take the ball out for Loretto. And here comes Neve Small down the left-hand side. Calls her the foot. Foot given away by Graham there. And the ball falls to Tice to take the free. Attempts the aerial, comes straight into Ali Meek's body, gets it under control as she's taken by Campbell and McConnell. Looks to play the ball into the centre. Hayley Mulcahy just not being able to get through the Pegasus defence, and a free out is given. Both teams starting very strong here, Mark.
Yeah, I think we've seen a change of emphasis here from Pegasus. They just want to get the ball forward now, and they're all attacking in numbers now.
Time off. Ali Meek has a card, or not Ali Meek, sorry.
And I think that is a green card.
Ali Keogh has a green card. And Pegasus back down to 10 players again like they were in the first half. Loretta didn't capitalise that on last time. Looked to play a through ball in there. Short corner given. Strong start from Loretto.
Very strong start as well. Pegasus came out of the traps flying. And I suppose maybe then that's kind of played against Pegasus a little bit. They came out of the traps flying, and Loretta managed to catch them on the counter-attack, Emmett.
A little bit too riled up. Possibly that's where the card came from.
Oh, I think so, yes. Are we going to see a famous drag flick here now, Emmett, maybe?
I don't know. I think, as I said in the first half, we might see that step to the left and drive towards the short corner from Hannah Matthews. We'll see how they set up now. Hannah Matthews stepping out to the left again. Looks like it's going to fall to Jessica McGurr again, with Ali Meek stopping at the top. Mistrapped, but well under control. Played back in. Jessica McGurr tries to get the shot away. Good planking by Isha. Short corner call again. All of Loretto's corners haven't exactly gone to plan. I know one of them gave away a stroke, but it still just wasn't executed properly.
No, it wasn't executed well. I don't think you're able to blame the pitch. This is one of the best pitches that I've played on anyway. It can be quite bouncy, but sure, when the ball's being pushed out straight from a short corner, you would expect to stop it. Maybe it's a bit of nerves. You never know. There might be a bit of grass or something on the pitch that's making it bobble up.
Of course, you played on the first game here, didn't you, Mark?
I did, in a famous affair in which we lost to Three Rock Rovers.
Ball played short to Hannah Matthews. That sweep, and got a goal! Super deflection from Ali Meek, and you can see the passion in their faces there.
That was a fantastic play there, Emmett. It's been a very long time since I've seen the ball pulled out to the very first, or the closest person to the pull-out spot, and it worked out perfectly. What a dive, Emmett.
Just as we were talking about Loretto's corners not coming off, they go and pull that out of the bag, Mark. That was really super stuff. Great deflection. Now the ball is in Pegasus court here as they look to get the ball under the way, and they're going to try and up the tempo now. This is really going to give some Loretto some drive, and hopefully they won't overcommit players forward now. We might see them sit back and try and control a lead, but 1-0 lead is a very dangerous thing.
Oh, it is, yes.
Miscontrol by Hannah Matthews. Ruth Murphy comes out and plays the ball out to her left back.
A bit of football skills there, Emmett.
She is quite the footballer, Mark, and she also plays rugby herself for De La Salle.
Multi-talented.
Very.
This is the height of composure now for Loretto, just passing the ball around the back.
They'll want to do that. They'll want to get the game under control and just keep a bit of calm amongst themselves.
I think it'd be fair to say that Loretto really capitalised on the numerical advantage.
That they did. Interception there from Hayley Mackay. She looks to drive forward and double Loretta's lead. She's being harassed there from...
Ooh, reverse!
Pull it away!
Oh! Fantastic tackle.
Collision of bodies, very dedicated there from Pegasus defence. Hayley Mackay kind of stumbles to her feet, picks up the stick and looking to get back involved. Loretta still in possession here. Comes to the end line. Niamh Small looks to play the ball down the end line, but wins herself a long corner for Loretta.
I think the best thing for Pegasus now, Emmett, is really just to get a hold of the ball, just calm the nerves.
Ali Meek taking her time on the ball, plays the ball in now. Super flat tackles there. Loretta just trying to hold on to possession here.
Is this time wasting already, Emmett?
I don't know, Mark. That's what I was thinking myself. I didn't want to say it, but it's a brave thing to start doing at a 1-0 lead very early in the second half.
Oh, yes, I think so.
Only 29 minutes to go. Niamh Small tries to put the Pegasus defence under pressure, but they managed to play the ball out.
Emmett, Hannah Matthews has been everywhere today. She's simply been fantastic.
She has. Well nicked by Niamh Small as she drives towards the corner and looks to get her head up and find a Loretto player inside the tee, but no one's going there except for Ali Meek.
Fantastic tackle.
Wins the long corner. Yeah, Hannah Matthews has been everywhere today. She's been in complete control, and it's like she's just a magnet to the ball. She just knows exactly where the ball is going to be played the entire time. And that ball for Ali Meek's deflection now will really put that miss of the stroke out of her head.
She's calmness personified, Emmett.
A good example is leadership, and at such a young age as well. Is really great to see. Really promising for Irish hockey.
Oh, it's great news for Irish hockey. I think today has just been a really good advertisement for Irish hockey. A lot of young players out there, really inspiring for all the even younger players.
Pegasus, of course, full of those younger players.
Oh yes, oh definitely. 9 players haven't been here before.
Super ball down into space there from Alex Spears. Susie Ferris looks to take the ball past Jessica McGurr, doesn't get a chance because Hannah Matthews has picked it up, and then again she's there to pick a ball up like always. Little push there from Alex Spears. Caroline Metchett not happy with that. And Tice is going to play the ball out from left back position.
A much higher press now from Pegasus. They know they're trailing the game, and they're going to really try and push and get something out of this.
That's a super sweep out to Sinead McGurr in space. Looks to play the ball down the line into space. Loretto ball came off a Pegasus stick. Ali Meek looks to drive forward, comes into 2 players.
That's the great thing about the ball boys there, Eamon. You know, you just get the ball and just run with it. Great ball pace around the back.
Tice out left looking for the ball. Plays the ball back inside and it's nicked off. Alex Spears comes up into Tice's leg and it's a raised ball.
A tad fortunate there, you might say, Emmett.
Definitely. Loretta were very exposed if that would fall into Spears. Such experience on her, you'd back her to be able to put a ball away in a one-on-one situation.
Oh, most definitely.
Campbell looks to nick the ball off a reverse tackle. It comes over a stick and falls out wide to Sinead McGurr. Ball nicked off her. Stephanie Quinn putting Loretta under pressure. It just doesn't come her way, and it's deemed illegal. Loretta really looking to kind of take the sting out of Pegasus here and just calm the game down now and really shut them out with this passing that they are. Just keeping it very calm in and around the back. Look at that stick work and agility there. That's a free in as a stick tackle.
Nikki Daly's really shown today her quality, her stick work. She's been a handful. A lot of times she's having to be marked by 2 players.
Niamh Small was in a super position there, but it just wasn't seen by Tice. But ball has come up into a body, and Hannah Matthews is just determined to get on this ball. She wants to double Loretta's lead here. Comes off a stick. Niamh Small looks to get the ball under control. She still has it in her possession. Looking to play the ball short inside. Ball falls to Ali Meek.
That's good defence there from Pegasus.
Free out given.
It's a very high press.
What's going to happen now? Risky business playing the ball across the front face of goal. There was a space in front of her to play the ball down the line. Look, cheeky elbow there. Ball's played down now into space.
Oh, great
well
skill.
Controlled. Looks to drive towards the middle, looking for anyone on a reverse. Needs to play the ball out into space.
We've got a woman on the post here.
Here comes Maguire looking to get the ball into more danger. She comes down the byline looking for a reverse, possibly pull the ball back, and it falls to Ali Mika. She looks to play the ball outside, but it's a soft pass. One back by Tice. Looks to drive down the line. Here comes Neve Small now. Pegasus is all on a flat line with only 2 players behind the ball, but only 1 Loretta player up high.
This is end-to-end stuff here, Emmett.
It is. You can't help but feel that these players are starting to get tired now from all the work rate in the first half.
Oh, most definitely. I'm tired just from watching it.
Make sure you don't go down with cramp now, Mark. Miscontrol by Hannah Matthews. She gives out to herself, but manages to play the ball over the stick.
Into the space.
Here comes Nikki McConnell.
Race in from Nikki McConnell there.
Maguire just ahead of the ball, stepping out left, demanding the ball now. It's not given to her though, and now it comes out to Maguire, and it's just not able to control it. There's just too much pace on the ball. Ball left, and Loretta will be happy to see that go over the end line and just kill an extra few seconds on the clock.
Well, Emma, I think you can still really see the effects of Loretta's high press. There's only 1 Loretta player left inside their own half when Pegasus were having a hit out on their own 25. So they're really trying to compress the game there and just giving Pegasus not much to aim at. Pegasus now with a much higher press. That is a fantastic ball.
23 minutes left in this game. There's still plenty of time for Pegasus to get back into it, and still time for Loretta to double their lead. Ball played out left, lovely in space. Super tackle. Aisha doing well to get the ball. Ball pops up. Umpire waves, play on.
That was Natalie Pinkerton there with a fantastic tackle back.
Here comes Chambers, looks to hold on to the ball and giving her own players more time to come onto the pitch. Pegasus seem to be reluctant to step out of their own half. They have 4 players back in their own half and 1 just outside the halfway line. For a team that's 1-0 down in an IHL final, I don't know, Mark, is that a good idea?
I think it's because they're tired, Emmett. This Loretta team has just been running, and as you can see, they're all panting hard now.
Well, a lot of these girls have been playing Ireland as well, so they'll want to be fit. Even Ireland underage at different levels, and some of these girls even be playing schools. There's a lot of physicality in there. Their fitness will be at a very high quality, and you can definitely see it. Like they don't look too tired out on that pitch. Their legs are still moving quite as fast.
Oh yeah, it's a very fit group of girls here we have. Much fitter than myself, I'd have to say.
Well, if they're fitter than you, they'll be much fitter than me, that's for sure. Free in here for Pegasus. Kate McConnell looking to stretch the pitch all the way on the right hand side. She's left unmarked. Pegasus captain swamped by 3 Loretta players.
That's a great ball.
Managed to get the ball through. Appeal for a short corner, comes off a foot. Ruth Murphy is not happy with that.
This is a lot better from Pegasus now. Ever since they conceded that goal, they've really settled into the game now. They know they have to go out and get something. They have plenty of quality out there, Emmett.
They do. They have plenty of quality. Nadine Graham, after going to the sideline, comes up to the huddle with some instruction. So this could be a message from the manager, or it could be just a chance of, let me take this. I haven't seen any of Pegasus' short corners now, so I don't know what to expect from these guys. It'll be very interesting. They can't really run the risk of doing the straight strike just to see how Loretta runs straight off the bat. They're going to have to pull something out of the bag here.
Well, now, Emmett, I was watching them in the warm-up, and they were actually favouring just a direct hit. So we might maybe see... you might see Ruth Maguire diving in for this. She's ready to charge.
She's out there on the right, isolated, comes off a Loretta stick, and that'll be a long corner. That's the straight strike you were talking about. For me, the trajectory of it looked like it was going up into the net anyway, so that, of course, wouldn't have been deemed not a goal. Ball in. Ruth Murphy, the only one near it, so gets her foot to it and clears it out. Ali making sure it's been taken from the sideline. Alex Spears stepping up high, making sure that they can't transfer the ball, putting pressure on them. Still managed to go all the way back to Hannah Matthews, who's very deep inside her own D and plays the ball out to Tice, who's a lot of space down the left-hand side. And
Fantastic tackle.
Nikki Daly there with a bit of running. Picked up by McConnell, who's got time, plays the ball out into the left-hand side. Maguire has it now, he's received it on her reverse-hand side, but she's been tracked down by Niamh Small, who misses the tackle, plays the ball back into space. And it's taken that to foul given straight away. Left the stick in tackle. That can happen as well after games. You know, when you're tired, you just mistakes start to come more often. You're just leaving your stick in. Hayley Mackay gets her stick to it, but it just doesn't quite get there. I think Hayley Mackay would be really eager to get a goal and prove to people why she's been chosen to be in the Ireland squad.
Oh, definitely, yes.
Connell doing super work there, playing the ball down on the right-hand side. Just missed, trapped there by Chambers, but still puts Sinead McGurr under pressure. Little turn from McGurr. Chambers still flat stick, but it's come off McGurr's foot. And she just drives in. Hannah Matthews flat stick. And it's a long corner for Pegasus. Possible Loretta foot there.
It's hard to see, Emmett. Then again, we've got most of the calls wrong today, so I think we'll leave that one up to the umpires.
That we have. Lovely one touch in, then beats that
reverse.
5-yard rule. Oh, cut inside left. Umpires wave and play on. Here comes Nikki Daly on the left-hand side. Very interesting that forward is all the way back just at her very end line. Plays the ball in to Quinn's feet, and that's a free out for Loretta. Loretta will be really happy with that free out. Gives them a chance to get the players up the pitch and be able to regroup and hold on to possession as well. Again, Loretta's still using that width of the pitch, and you're not seeing much of that ball being played into the centre of the park.
I think at this stage, Loretta will just be quite happy, maybe just wear it down, Pegasus.
Only 18 minutes to go now as Hayley Mackay takes the ball and starts to drive into space now.
She's got support inside the D.
Someone coming up into the top-hand side, but pulls back. She looks to drag all the players. A reverse tackle there from Hayley Mackay, and it's not favoured by the umpire, and it's a free out, and it's taken really quickly.
That's a great ball.
It just doesn't get her stick to it. Unfortunate there by Chambers. Really good position to be in, be able to read the space well and read where the ball's going to be.
That's exactly what we're talking about there, Emmett. We've got the two Pegasus forwards saying very
Ali Meek under a lot of pressure here, could lose the ball. Free out given. Was that a little bit of inexperience there to play the ball into Meek when she was under such pressure?
Possibly, yes. Now we do know that Meeks is a fantastic player, and he's got great stick control, but you don't want to put your players under too much pressure.
No. I'm sure a lot of these girls would trust Ali Meek with their life. And here's the end of the first quarter now.
The score as we go into the last quarter is Pegasus 0, Loretta 1.
Welcome back to the last quarter of the IHL final here at Grange Road between Loretta and Pegasus, where Loretta are 1-0 up. And judging by Niall Denham's half-time team talk, are looking to get a further lead as well.
Oh, definitely, yes. Niall Denham's a very attacking coach, and I don't think he wants Loretta to sit back here. They really want to just put the foot on the throat here and really just kill the game off with maybe 1 or 2 more goals. So they're definitely not going to sit back. But judging by looking at the players they have, they're not set up defensively. Got Nicky Daly here pushed back to left mid instead of left wing. So they're really going to try and push forward and really kill this one off. You can see they're starting off with 2 high forwards here, and their centre forward, Niamh Small, she's dropping a little bit deeper, trying to pick the ball up.
Long ball from Loretta leads to a Pegasus hit out. And Pegasus will really be looking to just try and get back into this game. And they haven't had many chances now, even in the second half after the ball's falls to them. But the ball's falls to the captain here, McConnell, as it comes off Hannah Matthews' foot. Free is given away. Hannah retreats 5 instinctively. Tries to get Loretta set up. McConnell, number 14 for Pegasus, is all the way on the right-hand side. And she's still left unmarked. Pegasus don't see that play it in a space where there's 3 Loretta players. And Ali Meek has plenty of time to get herself on the ball and play the ball out to Niamh Small on the right-hand side.
Well, now we can definitely see a change of emphasis here. Loretta are trying to counter here, but they only have 3 players committed forward. Compared to the first half, when they're probably getting about 6 forward on it.
Well, still a 1-0 lead. You don't want to go down to 1-1 with just such a short time remaining.
I do agree, but then again, I am a fan of total hockey. Just the pass and move style, get the centre back on the ball, and then make a move forward, confuse the other team.
You could say modern hockey as well yourself, of playing those high forwards as well, stretching the pitch, using the whole outsides of it, not playing one-on-one in the middle of the park.
Oh, I'm definitely a fan of that, Emmett.
Well tracking back there by Lizzie Colvin. Free here for Pegasus, they look to set up.
As the game's gone on, we've seen more of Vanessa Sturgeon getting the ball up high, holding it up, waiting for Alex Spears and co to catch up.
Ball played in, but that's a high ball, and that'll be a free out, and Loretta will be happy with that, and they'll happily let that ball run over. Ball in from one of those ball girls. Anna Matthews gets a stick on it and looks to find space now.
It's fantastic to see. The first ball they're always looking for is forward. They're not just passing the ball around, happy to hold on. But they want to go forward. They want to get another goal, Emmett.
Why wouldn't you, Mark? They seem to be on top here, and they shouldn't let up in this. They need to keep their foot on the pedal and need to keep driving, and there's definitely a second goal in this for them. Although there's the risk of over-committing players forward and exposing yourself at the back. Just as I say that, Hannah Matthews loses the ball, chases back and gets it under control and plays it outside to Jessica McGurr, who has the ball now under control, looks to play the ball out left, and there's options down the line for Tice.
It's a great touch.
Good tracking for Alex Spears as a possible reverse, and then here comes McConnell driving down the right-hand side. Stick in there from Lizzie Colvin. Super work. You can see why she's an Irish international, but she's given away a foul. Here comes Alex Spears now, coming down the right-hand side, hopefully winning a long corner. Down low, possibly out on purpose, but then again, we're getting calls wrong. Left, right and centre, Mark.
Oh, yes, we are.
And there's what I was talking about earlier, just taking that free earlier and still not being decided as to what you're doing. It's putting yourself under pressure, and it's allowing Loretta to drive at them while you're still making a decision and puts them under more pressure.
Well, she's 5.
I don't know. Caroline Metchett doesn't seem too sure what's going on. She's calling a free in there.
Well, she's a lot closer than we are to the action, that's for sure.
Pegasus is just driving, plays down the line. Whistle's gone. Ball has to be taken inside the dotted line again. It wasn't from the right spot. Ooh, questionably straight in. About time we got one right, Mark. Here comes Loretta. Stretching the pitch all the way out to their own baseline, all the way to their own touchline now. You can see a real confidence in a team now that they're able to do that in their own half and just be not under any pressure at all. Super ball down the line now to Small. She turns into a tackle. And here come Pegasus.
We're able to see a complete change of emphasis now from Pegasus. They are pressing really hard with the pitch. They know it's nearly getting to go for broke stage.
Still, for all the pressure that they're mounting, we're not seeing much of Ruth Murphy here.
No, we're really not. And that's all down to the great work that the defence midfields, even the forwards are doing. The forwards are all running back. They're really trying to help out their defence.
Ball comes our way, nearly gets us in the face. It's a real shame that we haven't actually got to see the talent of Ruth Murphy, because she's a very good up-and-coming keeper, and what she's done quite well. But then again, Pegasus haven't been able to capitalise on their chances inside the Loretta 25 and put a ball away.
That's true, yeah. You can't say Pegasus haven't gotten enough ball in the last 25. It's just a case of getting the short corner, getting a shot away and goal.
Skill by Ali Meek, but she's surrounded by 3 players. Manages to win the ball and plays the ball back into left back into Tice off her own reverse. And here comes Nikki Daly driving down the left hand side. Plays the ball through, super stick skill, gets past another player, starts driving in, plays the ball into Smalley. Looks to play the ball back, and that's a super tackle. Calls for a short corner.
Shorty!
Aisha McFerrin is not happy with that. She did very well to come out of her goal and get down low and stop the ball, but still not happening. Umpires looking to confirm with each other, but it will definitely have a short corner here now.
Oh yes, I think so, Emmett.
Do you think
McFerrin is always very quick off her line? We've seen that already today, but maybe there's a bit of over-exuberance there.
Possibly that's what got them the card early off in the first half. It's just that over-determination. And the fact that they're 1-0 down is really maybe scaring them, and it's really causing them to make mistakes now.
Oh yes, I think so. I think if we see a goal here, it'll be a case of go for broke. We might even see the keeper pulled at one stage.
Interesting tactical decision. Ball played out short. Will we see a repeat of the short corner? Oh, just flashes wide of the post. That's a super quick ball in there from Hannah Matthews. Well, Pegasus had that red.
That was a fantastic short corner, Emmett. I think
super long ball by Pegasus. Early first time touch. Falls over trying to control the ball, and Sinead McGurl will take the ball out of there with complete and utter confidence. She's not surrounded. Plays the ball, dink down the line. Hayley Mackay just doesn't get it under control.
If it wasn't for that slip there, I think Pegasus may have been in and goal. You could say it's slipper than Coppers on a Saturday night.
Super counter-attacking stuff there from Pegasus. And that's what we wanted to see more often. We wanted to see them driving forward with the ball and be clinical about it, and they hadn't been doing that all game. Well,
definitely from a neutral's point of view, we just want to see them going forwards. We want to see plenty of goals. It's been a bit unfortunate they only get one goal, but it's been great hockey as well.
It has. It's been super hockey. In terms of Pegasus tactics, 10 minutes with only roughly 10 minutes to go now, that's not the time to start bringing in the type of hockey that you wanted from the start.
Oh, I think so, yeah. I would have loved to see, well, now to be fair to Pegasus, it's not as though they've been overly defensive. Maybe sometimes they haven't committed as many players forwards. I suppose for the first half it really worked in their favour. But sometimes, the ball, you just don't get the bounce of the ball, Games change on a bad bounce, Emmett.
It is. It's the hop of the ball. There's a super clearance there from Jessica McGurr. She wasn't taking any prisoners, and the ball was just played far out to the sideline and just reduced the pressure that was being mounted on them there. Nice low tackle there from Smalley.
You can see the commitment, Emmett. Like both teams, brilliant commitment today.
You can see over here on the right hand side, McConnell has really stretched the pitch, but she's not calling for the ball. If she got the ball out there, she'd be in tons of space to really try and tear open the Loretta defence. Oh,
I agree. All you need is maybe like a 40
Anna Matthews gives the ball away at the top of the D. It's a silly mistake to make. Plays the ball out wide to Alex Spears. He looks to try and get the shot away. Super tackle from Ty's. Ball across the boat. Super save. Goal! Oh no! Hannah Matthews is not happy with herself. Look at the draw there for Pegasus. They're really against their run of play there.
Well, I tell you, Emma, it wasn't pretty, but every goal counts.
Ruth Murphy did well to get a body part to that now as the ball comes in. That's really going to liven up the game now with 10 minutes to go, as Loretta are going to take off, and they'll rue the chances that they've missed after they went 1-0 up.
Sure, Emma, that's hockey for you,
It is. Super turn there by Niamh Small. She drives towards the defence. Possible shoulder charge. Wave play on by the umpire. And free out given.
Emmett, it is really hotting up here. The crowd are going wild.
You can see plenty of supporters down here. Always great to see people down supporting their club, getting very vocal about this now. And this has really changed the run of play. We may end up seeing one-on-ones here, Mark.
Oh, I hope so. As you can see now, Hannah Matthews has now stepped up. Looks as though Hannah Matthews is playing an attacking role now.
I'd say she's determined to get another goal. That's a super ball in. Great vision by her.
Goal scorer for Pegasus, number 13, Suzanne Ferris.
Suzanne Ferris did very well there to get the ball out from underneath her feet when she was under so much pressure inside the D. It was really swamped up. Now you can see Pegasus here. What they've done is they've
gone to attack here. Well done, Nikki Daly.
Pegasus now seem to be going all out attack. They've got an attacking player inside Loretta's 20 half, and she's being left unmarked at the moment. She's making her way back now, but that stretching of the pitch is very, very good. Elena Tice does very well to step back out of a tackle, plays the ball back to Hannah Matthews, looking to get the ball wide. Ali Meek really keen to get it on the ball there. You can see her just buzzing around the centre, just like a little bee, just all over the place.
Oh yeah, Ali Meek is keen to get a hold in this game. I think exactly what they need at the moment is just get somebody on the ball and really just settle down the nerves, because this is a frantic final 7 minutes now, Emmett.
Tice is all the way out in space on the left, completely unmarked. Early ball by Hannah Matthews, well seen. They'll flash the ball across. Here comes Alex Beers now. Jess McGurr backing away her 5 yards. Impedes Alex Beers' play, and that's a free given away. And Loretta will be happy with that free given away. Give them more time to get players back behind the ball. They certainly don't want to go 2-1 down here after leading and being playing so well throughout the first half and second. McConnell looks to drive the ball straight in.
That's a great hit.
Super control as well. Turns into Ali Meek, gets them down nice and low, able to drive out, and here's what we're seeing. We're getting some experienced player on the ball, looking to get the ball wide, and Niamh Small's going to try and look to lead out the line, but it's nicked off her by Grace Irwin, who loses the ball then back. Alex Spears looking to play a long through ball there, and it just falls to no one, and it goes over the end line. Ruth Murphy starting to run to get the ball now, we can definitely see a change in attitude of Loretto. They seem a bit panicked now that it's gone to 1-1. This wasn't in the script for them.
Oh no, it wasn't. I think a 1-0. It's never a comfortable scoreline, except I think you have to say they did look comfortable, and then all of a sudden just a lack of concentration at the back, and now we're at 1-1 and could go either way.
Oh, and a free is called there. Ruth McGuire will not be happy with that. She thought she was through in on goal, and it's Loretto's free, and they'll look to build out. Still, Loretto 1-1, and they only have 2 players committed forward in an attacking position. Risky ball played back, but then again, here comes Hannah Matthews on the ball, and elbow is given. Hannah Matthews gets on the ball and looks to play it out right.
Do we have a counter on here, Emmett?
Yes, we do, and we've got overlap as well. If Nikki can get the ball out from underneath her feet and play the ball down.
Tice on the ball now.
Super control by Tice. Jukes inside, plays it through ball. Hayley Mackay gets a first touch, but just doesn't get it under control, and it's nicked back by Lizzie Colvin, and it's a free out for Pegasus. Pegasus will be happy they got away with that mark.
I tell you, Emmett, Pinkerton has been absolutely outrageous in defence today. She's made some game-saving tackles.
She really has. You could say she's been the difference.
Oh, I'd say so. I think between Pinkerton and McFerrin, those two have just been outstanding in defence today.
Super defensive combination. 1-2's there, Tice ball in, raised up high, play on, free out.
Pegasus will take that.
They'll take that all day. Only 5 minutes now left to play. 1-1 here, Grange Road. It looks like we could be heading for an extra time or certainly a dramatic late winner.
I think this is the finale we're all looking for, Emmett.
It's been coming all day, and it's really, the tempo is seriously up now since Pegasus have scored.
Oh, definitely. It's given them a new lease of life. Also, in Pegasus now think they can win this. They feel themselves that the win is there, and it's not being against the run of play either. Pegasus have been outrageously good in the second half. It's been a game of 2 halves, Emmett.
It has, and that probably comes down to what the manager was saying to them at halftime, and their coach and the tactics they've given them. They're starting to press a lot higher, which they weren't doing in the first half, and they're a little bit. They're determined. They're a little bit more determined than they were. They seem to be taking it very calm in the first half, and it was a detriment to them. Now they're ready to come out there and do battle with Loretto. As Lizzie Colvin plays the ball down the left-hand side, it just doesn't come off her. And here comes Pinkerton looking to get the ball down the pitch. Hannah Matthews again, just in the right spot at the right time, picks the ball off and looks to get attack underway. Leading from the back and leading by example. Ball's played into McGuire's foot. She doesn't seem happy about that. She seems to be hobbling. Luckily, she's all right after her head injury in the first half. Ball played out into the left. Overlap here from the left back. Risky ball just comes by the Pegasus foot. Tice gets herself on the ball, plays that ball behind her. Gets Nikki Daly in space. And it just doesn't quite come off. Here comes Stephanie Quinn with the ball, but it's lost to Lizzie Colvin. Super stuff from Aisha in the short corner. It's a free out. Loretto fans are not happy with that. That was super reaction from Aisha. Her body was moving one way, body weight was moving, and she managed to shift the other way and get a stick to it.
I don't know how she does it, Emmett.
All that training in the Irish camp, Mark. Super through ball there, and it looks like we're in a 1-1 situation. Shadowing there, great stuff by Sinead McGurr. Pegasus is just taking it too wide, so it's a one-on-one situation. Jukes it through her legs, really well done. Flat stick by Hannah Matthews, comes through McGurr's legs, possible short corner, played on, and we'll play that. And Loretta really got away with murder there in that case.
This is fantastic stuff here, Emmett.
Here comes Loretta just down the right-hand side. This is really end-to-end stuff now, and there's a lot of passion involved in this game. You can hear it from the fans. They've become a lot more vocal, and it's only 2.5 minutes left to go in this quarter mark, and then we're heading for extra time.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
So am I. Ali Meek just trying to hold on to the ball. Doesn't want to lose the ball and give away a chance of a counter-attack here. It's all about putting your chances away. There could only be 1 or 2 more chances left in this game, and it's crucial. Pegasus, again, stretching that forward high, but Jessica McGurr being very smart and coming back and marking them. Ball into the deep, falls into the back post. That Brian Bingham. Super tackle there at the back. And Pegasus is looking to get the ball long, nice and early. Same situation, ball inside. Suzanne Ferris was just inside there. Here come Loretta driving, the ball comes across the pitch. This exciting game to you has been brought to you and by our sponsors Hockey Ireland, Guy Robbins Video and Editing Services, and Taz Stedham View Sports for you. And it's really, really great that we're getting sponsors in for this and we're able to create video because there's a lot of people maybe from Pegasus and Hockey Club still watching this who weren't able to make the travel down, people from far away.
Most definitely. Oh, Emma, we have a short corner here.
Are they going to go with the same one?
A ball was bounced up and hit a Pegasus player in the face.
She seems to be okay. Whistle called for a head injury, obviously. That'll be time off now. And Loretta will want to regroup and they'll want to make the most of this as possible. Now, Pegasus have put 2 forwards up already. They're not too worried about committing players back, it seems. As soon as this ball falls to Pegasus, I'm expecting to see a long counter-attack ball. And with only 1 defender back in Sinead McGurr, she'll have a lot of work to do if that does come off.
Well, that's Pegasus' game plan. Catch them on the counter-attack. 2 high forwards there. So they're probably going to get maybe 2 players running back as well and 2 staying in the middle of the pitch for the quick counter.
Hearts will be absolutely pumping down in that team, Mark.
Oh, I'd say
this
so.
Game,
mine is.
This game rests on this short corner. It could go either way. Ball falls to McGurr. She takes her time, tries to slip it out right. Short corner given again.
Emmett, would you say that's from the training round, or is that just made up on the spot?
I think that seemed very indecisive. I think the ball fell to her and it just didn't sit right and she wasn't comfortable with it. She's well within her rights to just not do anything with it. And they managed to win a short corner out of it again, so that's good stuff.
I'd say there's a bit of fortune there.
Only a number of seconds left in this game. I think they could possibly be trying to wear down the clock and try and commit all their forwards forward.
30 seconds left, yes.
Ball falls to Hannah Matthews, look for a sweep on the back post, and it doesn't fall to Brownie Bingham, and she was able to get a stick there. She had her angles covered, and Loretta will not be happy that that didn't come off. Pegasus, I think, happy to take this extra time now. And here comes full time. And of course, with an exciting game like this, there's another exciting game lined up after this in the men's final, and we'll have centre pass at 4 p.m. Irish time, the IHL final for the men's between Monkstown and Banbridge. Banbridge looking to win 5 trophies this season.
I'm really looking forward to this one. Of course, you know Monkstown. I would have played against them myself this season. They are a fantastic team. Banbridge, watched them last week in the Irish Senior Cup final, and they are very good against a strong Cork CFI team. So it'll be a very interesting game now. Hopefully it'll be just as good as this one.
I don't know, Mark. This has been a cracking game so far, but I reckon it would. 2 very top teams, 2 of the top teams in the country coming up against each other. Monkstown really just kind of ran away with the Leinster Men's League, didn't they? Very well drilled team.
Oh yeah, Graham Shaw at the helm. Over the last, I think, 2 or 3 years, they've really shown a huge improvement. It's a very young team as well, so they'll definitely be looking to win this one. I wouldn't like to say who's the favourites. I suppose they're both top teams from both Ulster and Leinster, so I'm not going to call it because I'll probably get it wrong, to be honest.
We can see now Pegasus there in their huddle. they'll just try to be issue calm to each other. I think they'll be really happy to be back in this game, and they'll just want. I think that'll make them more clinical. I think they'll realise that they're very lucky to be in this or that just scrappy goal across the back, and they'll just try and take their chances. They'll be backing each other. They'll be like, look, this is our time. They'll believe it's their time. They'll believe it's fate that this happened.
Oh, definitely, yes. Like, I know myself, if you're in the position that they're aware, they were only about maybe 10, 15 minutes away from actually winning the cup, and then all of a sudden the game just changes on a lack of concentration.
It can happen to anyone. It's just a misplaced pass and it just didn't work out. Then again, it did fall to Hannah Matthews, but she's been phenomenal all day. You can't. There's no way a blame can fall to her in that situation.
Definitely. Yes. Like, I'd say maybe she was my woman of the match. But
I'd actually be inclined to agree with you. I think if it wasn't for her now, Loretta would have a serious issue in defence.
Oh, I think so. The way she reads the game, she's been everywhere. She's very unlucky as well with the stroke as well. But I suppose it's probably just a great save from McFerrin more than anything else. I think on the Pegasus side, we've had a couple of very good performances as well. Alex Spears, of course, who we all know about. She's a household name in the hockey community. Then Vanessa Surgeon up front as well. She's done very good holding up the ball. So yeah, there's a lot of big names on both teams here, and everybody's performed very well. I can't say there's been a single woman on the pitch who hasn't really lived up to their billing.
No, and those senior heads that you talked about, they'll definitely be talking to each other in their team. They'll be talking to the young players, trying to keep their head calm and just trying to be more relaxed in this really short extra time that we have here.
Oh, definitely, I agree. These are the times when you need your senior players to kind of step up and really, just give that guidance to all the younger players.
You can see Loretta already taking the pitch here, but Pegasus going into their own huddle. Loretta will be anxious to get this under the way. They've been talking to each other in a very positive manner, which is always good to see in teams. A lot of teams, when they get under pressure, they start to lose face with each other.
Oh yes, definitely. But on both these teams, they're all very positive. I haven't heard one single woman bicker to another one. So yeah, very positive players. You can see that both teams have a very tight knit team as well.
Stephanie Quinn plays the ball into Lizzie Colvin, who then plays it back into Quinn's foot. Lizzie Colvin looking to get the ball underway.
Great ball!
With a super turn, looks to drive out wide. Again, Loretta using that width that we talked about. Gets down the byline, plays it back across. And it's under control by Pegasus. Look to play it out down the side.
That is composure right there, Emmett.
A lot of confidence there to be in an IHL extra time final and to be able to play with the ball inside your own D with confidence like that.
Sure, I'd just be whacking it away, I would.
Guess that's why we're not in that position, Mark.
Agreed.
Oh, whistle's gone. Appeals for Y. Pegasus with a free out. Ball skips by Maguire and it's picked up by Hannah Matthews. Plays back inside. Whistle's already gone. And Quinn gives the ball back. Here we come now with Pegasus' attack, skips by Hannah Matthews. Big reach by Jessica McGurr, manages to break through. Hannah Matthews doubles back again, makes the tackle, but a free is given in. Pegasus really not eager to commit too many players forward. Ball back inside to Quinn. Face off with their centre mid opposition. 2-minute warning there from the umpire. Henry McHarry plays the ball out wide to Small. Small looking to get down the byline, head to the corner. She comes up the byline. Who's arriving in the D4? She's looking to get her head up. Ball played off her left hand side. Heads down, looks for the long corner, but it's superly kept in there by.
It's Pinkerton again, Emmett.
She's been fantastic today. Ball played out wide. Alex Spears looks to play the ball long. Hannah Matthews with a crucial first touch. That looked to be heading through. Here comes Sinead McGurr back to pick it up. And she's got her sister on as an option behind her. And it's nicked off her by Blakey. Sinead McGurr, with some arms, and a free is given as an inside ball. Has the ball travel 5 yards? It certainly has now. She can play the ball in, but she loses the ball under control, and it goes out wide for Loretta.
I think both umpires today have been absolutely fantastic. All the calls have been very very confident with all their calls, and they've proved us wrong on numerous occasions.
They have. They've certainly been better than us, Mark. Alex Spear's not happy with that. Ty takes the ball, plays into Lizzie Colvin, surrounded by 4 players. Does well to get through, and it comes off a foot. And here comes a break now. On comes Nikki Daly with the ball, plays a through ball to takes it in around. Hayley Mulcahy. Oh, plays it right into foot. Falls to Ali Meek. Look to flash it across the goal. Falls short.
What's going
Small
on?
not happening. Oh, short corner given. Aisha McFerrin on the ball. Oh, and the referee calls for a time off. There seems to be an injury here to Aisha McFerrin. This could be a big problem now if this continues to go to extra time and they have to bring on a sub goalkeeper. She's a tough cookie though, Mark. She's getting to her feet.
On the scheme of things, Emmett, I think what they've had probably about 6 or 7 short corners and they've only scored 1. Realistically, that's not a great conversion rate.
No, it's not. They certainly won't be happy with that. Although their goal did come from a very well short corner. Do you think we'll see that short corner again now in this situation?
I wouldn't rule it out. I'd like to see maybe a reverse drag flick as well, being pioneered by the German hockey team.
That's a big ask, Mark. Ball out short to Hannah Matthews. Ball called back again. Break at the line.
Crowd are getting very lively now. We're hearing a few shouts at the umpire, which is always frowned upon. You know, the umpire's doing a great job out here today, Emmett.
I think she's doing a fantastic job. I think it's just passion boiling over, Mark. And that'll happen when you support a team and they're in such a nervous position like this. We saw the ball played short to Hannah Matthews, so that was probably a rework of the short corner that scored. Will they change that up or will they go with the same thing? It looks to me like the ball's going to be injected to the top of the deep. Possible switch left and a strike off. Oh, short to Hannah Matthews. Sweep. Saved by McFerrin. It's a goal scramble and it's managed to clear out and it's free out for Pegasus. That was definitely a scoring opportunity for Loretta. They had a good chance there and it just wasn't converted. Pegasus, again, just looking to get that ball up the pitch a lot quicker than they were doing in the first half. Super control off her reverse there by Lizzie Colvin. And she'll look to spread the ball out. Niamh Small has dropped back from forward. Leaves a dummy for Ali Meek and it just doesn't come off. Ali Meek is not happy with that. Can't be making silly mistakes like this with just a few minutes to go.
Oh, goodness no.
8 seconds left, according to the clock.
I think the clock's broken, Emmett.
Could be more than 8 seconds left. Alex Spears does well to beat 2 Loretta players. Comes off possible foot off Ali Meek, but she drives towards and the ref play on. Raise ball in, and that'll be a free out for Loretta. Loretta will probably get their stick on this and get it under control, and maybe look to go into the second half where they've got the tip in the second half and build from there. You can see all the midfield players dropping short. There's a big gap between the midfielders and the forwards, and that'll be a big ask. Good vision from Hannah Matthews there. Really good space, really accurate. It's just unfortunate Niamh Small couldn't get to it.
I think you compare the movement now of both teams to, say, the first half. Both teams are really just showing now how much the game is really worn on them. They've run fantastically. And sure, it's a long season as well, Emmett. Like these players may have played up to 50 games this year, which is an outrageous amount for an amateur sport.
Here comes half time now. That is a lot of games now, Mark. That's a big ask as well.
Yeah, especially for the professional or the international players. Like they'd be flying off. I think they're flying off to America soon as well for more hockey. It pretty much is a full-time job. I don't know how they fit it all in.
It's amazing to see. Yeah, we were talking to Kate Dillon here before the game, and she said that they're going off to America now, and they're going to be playing so many games. In was it 6 games in 7 days or 7 games in 10 days?
Yeah, I think
against
so.
America and Canada.
Something crazy, and that takes serious fitness as well. You really have to look after your body when you're doing that. Because I know myself, like I wouldn't play nearly as many games as that, and I'm only 23 years old, and my knees are nearly falling apart.
Well, Mark, I gave up playing because of that. Ali Meek just getting a bit of water on board now. Get some hydration. Yeah. As we go into the last 2.5 minutes of this final, or we're going to see 1v1s.
Oh, I hope so, Emmett.
Hayley Mulcahy to get us underway here. One back here by Pegasus. They look to counter-attack, but that's a super tackle by Nikki Evans. She's going to drive down the line. Look to play a through ball. Hayley Mulcahy, what's she going to do? She's going to play a through ball again, and it just doesn't fall to a Loretta player, and it's picked up at the back. free up to Pegasus. Hannah Matthews leaves it, let the time run down, let them deal with the ball. And again, here comes Maguire out on the left-hand side. Hannah Matthews plays the ball all the way back to Jessica McGurr.
It's a much higher press now, isn't it, Emmett?
It is. Both teams very determined to win this. That's a lovely ball down the line. The ball to play back inside, which just doesn't exactly come off. Super composure there at the back. Comes off the reverse. Possible back stick as the ball goes out wide for a line ball. Chambers putting a lot of pressure on McGurr there, ready to pounce as soon as the ball is taken.
Chambers has been everywhere today as well, Emmett. Really good work rate. She got hit in the head with the ball as well, didn't she? Or
yeah. And there's been a few injuries, and actually Chambers is coming off the pitch now. And Surgeoner is coming on now for Pegasus. Let's see if she can make a big impact. Ali Meek getting the ball under control, playing it out wide, just exuding that composure that we were talking about earlier. Super control there by Hayley Mackay. Nicks the ball off, and a free is given against her.
Meek's shouting out the orders here.
Here comes Maguire, possibly came off Ali Meek's foot, and the free is definitely given after Ali Meek's played the ball out. Sun is shining down now, Mark.
It's about time, but sure, we've got a bit of shade here, so we're not actually getting any of the sun, Emmett.
It would be much nicer to be out there playing in it.
Ah, definitely, yeah.
Although there is something about playing in the rain, lifting it makes it more gritty.
I think so, yeah, and the forwards love it as well, because, you know, the forwards, when you're playing maybe to defend their slip or something, and it's always a bit trickier as well for the goalkeeper.
I was about to say now, with the sun coming out, though, this could be a bit of a problem when it comes to one-on-ones. It could obscure the vision, so it depends on what end these girls choose, if it does go to one-on-ones.
Ah, definitely, yeah.
Oh, super tackle there, but it just doesn't quite come off. Nikki McConnell still on the ball there. Looks to play it to her fellow Nikki. And it just doesn't quite come off as Maguire is on the ball. McConnell, pardon me.
Nikki McConnell and Nikki Daly's play has been a feature of this game, both of them on the left. Really strong attacking force.
Here comes Hayley Mackay with that famous pace now she has. That's a tackle and it's a free, and Ali Meek is going to look to get on the ball early and drives the players that aren't five.
Oh, what's the five?
Oh, Caroline Metro, where's the play on? Here comes McGurr on the ball now, outside the 25. She can go straight in if she wants. Drilled in, raised ball, free out. Pegasus really look like they're ready to take this extra time now. I think that's where they're backing themselves. With an Irish international as a goalkeeper, why wouldn't you?
I think so, yeah. And if she does nearly as good as she did throughout the game, I think they'll be very confident.
Just a reminder as well that the men's IHL will follow this game. Centre pass will be at 4 o'clock Irish time between Banbridge and Monkstown. Loretta looking to penetrate the Pegasus circle here, but it's a Pegasus free out, and then they'll look to slow the game down, get the stick on the ball and just retain possession now. Maguire all the way out on the left hand side, still unmarked. Ball played into McConnell, playing it back down the line, and it's given back up to Alex Spears, but Loretta are on the ball now as well. Not long to go now. Super control there on the reverse from the captain of Pegasus, Stephanie Quinn. Ooh. Clash of bodies there, and Alex Spears goes down there. She doesn't look happy with it. She's slow to get to her feet. Hopefully she's not injured now. And time is called off.
She's very tough. I don't think anything could take her out of this game, Emmett.
She's very determined, Mark. I think you'd have to be dragging her off the pitch.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Caroline Metchich is checking her watch there. Ball played through, no one's able to pick it up, and it's just miscontrolled by Pegasus, and head towards the end line, and she won't be able to get there in time.
I think she saw her name in lights there, Emmett.
She did. I think she was thinking about the finished product more so than actually controlling the ball, and that can happen, especially in a big game like that. Long ball there from Hannah Matthews into space. Hayley Mackay is just not able to get there, and then this means that we're going to one-on-ones.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited, Mark. Who are you backing?
Well, I think I think Pegasus. You know that?
You're backing Pegasus?
I'd say Pegasus purely because Aisha McFerrin has been in outrageous form so far. I think she's made, penalty flick save, and then she's been out really quick a couple of times as well. She's very fast off the goal.
She is. That's going to give her a lot of confidence going into this as well. Now, I personally think that Loretta are in with a big chance of this because they've got a lot of experienced players for one-on-ones. I mean, you look at their Irish players, like they've got Ali Meek, Nikki Daly, Hannah Matthews, Lizzie Colvin, and of course now, like, they have Hayley Mulcahy who's coming into the Irish squad. They've got strong, quick, confident players. Girls who will have done this more than once anyway, that's for sure.
Well, I think the great thing about this penalty setup is that it's not just flicks. And so I suppose it's a bit more down to skill as well as just luck.
It is, yes. Of course, after these strokes, you can stay tuned for the presentation and interviews afterwards. Loretta have already nominated their 1v1s. Ruth Murphy getting a high five there off her teammate. There's really, when it comes to penalty strokes and 1v1s, I think it's a good idea to be in a good position. It's a good idea to be in a position of a goalkeeper because realistically, you can't expect anything from keepers. These things are expected to be scored.
Oh, definitely. I don't think there's any pressure on the goalkeepers in this situation. I think all the pressure is actually on the players. So I think both keepers can just go out there and just, basically just do their best and make themselves big. I'm not a goalkeeper myself. I've thrown on the pads once in my whole life, and it's scary. It is scary, and that ball's flying at you. But I suppose you won't really probably see any shots at the top of the D in this one.
No, I don't think so. I think players will look to be very clinical after this and just put the ball away and take it out wide. As a goalkeeper myself in football, I'm able to tell you I loved penalties because I knew I had a chance to either be a hero or not be blamed at all.
Well, Emmett, judging my football skills, I'd say you were blamed a lot.
I was. I missed a penalty in a shootout as well as a keeper. So Loretta's 1v1s takers will be Ali Meek, Hannah Matthews, Niamh Small, Nikki Daly and Hayley Mulcahy. Not necessarily in that order. Pegasus look to have picked out their 1v1 takers as well. Vanessa Surgener is standing over there. So is Kate McConnell. Robin Chambers. I can only see 4 takers over there at the moment. I wonder who the 5th is going to be. Possibly Pinkerton, she's had such an amazing game. Or possibly Alex Spears, because she's not standing over there and she's so vastly experienced, Mark.
Well, no, that's definitely a surprise for me. Maybe because she just took a knock, she doesn't feel up to it.
Yeah, her shin guards are off, Mark. That doesn't look like a good sign. Oh, here comes Quinn now as possibly the 5th. She is the captain after all. You'd expect a lot of skill from her. And Mark, at this break in play, I have to ask you, who would you say your woman of the match would be?
Well, now there's definitely a couple of different nominees. I think Aisha McFerrin in goals for Pegasus has been absolutely fantastic. Pinkerton as well in defence. Alex Spears, as we expect, she's been very good. Then on the Loretta team, of course, Nikki Daly going forward has been very good. Had a very, very good partnership with Nikki McConnell. But I personally would give it to Hannah Matthews. Maybe 1 or 2 mistakes here and there. Of course, she didn't she didn't score the penalty stroke, which I'd say is through no fault of her own, because that is an outrageous save from Aisha McFerrin. But I think just the way she marshalled the whole team, that sweep pass is outrageous. She's able to hit pretty much any corner of the pitch. She's got a good disguise on as well. So I'd go for Hannah Matthews.
I think Hannah Matthews is a good choice. She has been all over the pitch today and she just seems to be drawn to the ball. She knows exactly where it's going and she's able to get in a really great position each time. Aisha McFerrin coming up against Niamh Small now. Niamh Small taking the ball for Loretta. 8 seconds to score. The crowd fall deathly silent. Here comes Niamh Small. Heading straight down the middle, looks to drag out, turns her back to Aisha McFerrin. She's only got a certain amount of time and puts the ball wide.
Oh, Emma, I was sure she was going to score there.
That's a big surprise. I expected her to score.
I think Aisha McFerrin did very well there. She came out of her goal and she just slowed her down.
She's able to stay on her feet very well. Loretta in with a chance here to win the IHL, which is a big surprise considering that they didn't actually qualify next year's IHL. So they're stating a case. Ruth Murphy doing well to stay on her feet, makes the save, turns her back and gets across. Oh, but the captain is able to put it in there. That was a good rebound by Stephanie Quinn. A lot of players you'll find when a keeper makes that initial save, they don't have the cop to follow up and put a ball in, but Stephanie Quinn was able to do that and she had her head in the game. It was super stuff from Ruth Murphy to be able to stay on her feet that well. Get down low as well, just drop that save of the knee. Here comes Hayley McCarthy.
I don't think you could blame Ruth Murphy at all there. She did very well to make the first save and, just the way the ball bounced.
And just about missed the second one. Here comes Hayley McCarthy now. This is a big one. Aisha goes wide. She takes the ball outside Aisha. She got plenty to aim at and puts the ball in the goal. Super calmness. Very well done. And that's going to put a lot more of assurance now in Loretta.
That was a very acute angle there to score from. So she showed great composure there just to slot it in.
Sometimes the open goals are the easiest to miss, Mark. You just get the confidence and you just end up putting it wide.
I think we've all been there.
I have many a time. Here comes Maguire against Ruth Murphy. Ruth Murphy out straight quick to the penalty spot, but slows down, stands up, drops the knee, goes wide, down early. Possible chip from Maguire. Calmly done. She raises her arms in celebration there. She jogs back to her teammates.
She just waited there to see what Ruth Murphy was going to do, and then she went down to the ground. It's just a simple flick over.
It's a staring competition. Who blinks first? Aisha with the same pre-1v1 warm-up. Out quickly, slowing down. Super still. Oh, that's a super goal from Nikki Daly. Those 91 caps definitely stood to her in that situation. I didn't know if she was going to make it, but
I was sure about it, Emmett. As soon as she stood up there, I just knew she was going to score.
Crowds have come on, Ruth to the crowd. Here comes Kate McConnell. Down to the feet. Straight shot. Goes through Ruth Murphy's legs. That's unfortunate. Ruth Murphy will not be happy with that.
She made it look so simple.
It's a very brave decision to hit it straight down the keeper's throat. I don't know if she meant to do it, but it came off and she'll take it and she won't tell anyone if she meant to do it or not. Here comes Hannah Matthews now against her fellow international, Aisha McFerrin. They'll probably have practiced this a lot in training, so there's a lot of second guessing and double bluffs going to be going on here, I'd reckon, Mark. Here comes Hannah Matthews. Very strong, takes the ball out left, look to turn back inside. Hits the crossbar with a reverse. That was a super reverse strike. That is just so unfortunate. She did very well to get Aisha just moving around on her feet and really desperate. Is this to win it here from Robin Chambers? Loretta have missed two. Ruth Murphy stands up, Chambers takes it out wide. Ruth Murphy doesn't get down, and here comes Pegasus with the victory. Such a surprise here in Grange Road, Mark Hutton. The poor Loretta players are absolutely distraught. Pegasus are absolutely ecstatic. Alex Spears all heading to Aisha McFerrin to congratulate her. It was really well done from the goalkeeper.
Well, I think to be fair, I think in the first half was definitely Loretta was going to lose. And then once they got the goals, looking as though they're sailing towards victory. To be fair to Pegasus, once they got that goal, they were right back in it. And I don't think they didn't deserve it. Okay, maybe they're a little bit fortunate. Loretta's short corners didn't exactly go according to plan today, but to be fair to Pegasus, they defended so well. The runners were all out so quickly in all the short corners.
They were.
So I think fair play to Pegasus, and they thoroughly deserved it.
Fair play. They were very disciplined at the back, Mark. They were structured. They were drilled really, really well. And it was really nice there to see Ali Meek heading over to her goalkeeper to make sure she was okay. I think Ruth Murphy doesn't have a thing to worry about. I think she did really well to stand up there. And it was just so unfortunate there from Hannah Matthews. Just that reverse. It could have been a cracking goal, and it's just that inch that's in it.
Well, sure, that's the game of hockey, It bounces one way, and you're in luck. Bounces the other way, and you're out of luck.
It's unfortunate. She can definitely hold her head high, though. She played amazing there at the back, and it's really something to be proud of. You can see how much this means to Pegasus players. Alex Spears really delighted, having moved there from Railway. She wins the IHL in her first season in Pegasus.
Oh yeah, it's a dream start to her Pegasus career, really. I don't know if she would have been expecting it at the start of the season. I suppose, well, they're on a bit of a run in the lead up to this, winning all their games. So I suppose maybe over the whole tournament, maybe they were expecting it.
Possibly. Well, when you come into a final undefeated after going through a tournament, there's certainly an expectation to be winning there. You see the Pegasus players now hugging around each other. really happy with their victory, and they'll be delighted, and they'll definitely enjoy their night tonight, Mark.
Oh, I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to stay tuned for some more interviews, Mark and I will be down there for the presentation and hopefully get some interviews with the players and coaches. Thanks very much for joining us today, Mark.
Well, thanks for having me, Emmett. You know, it turned out to be a lovely day out here, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. You know, I hope everybody found my commentary not too outrageous, and hopefully you enjoyed yourself.
Unbelievable to be working with you. Thanks very much, Mark.
Thanks very much, Emmett.
See you. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this weekend's IHL finals. And to start off with, can you please show your appreciation to the two fantastic teams for your ladies' final this season, Loretta Hockey Club and Pegasus Hockey Club. I would firstly like to welcome your Hockey Island President, Richard Kendrick, to say a few words.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to congratulate Pegasus and Loretta on reaching this final. It was a great achievement over the whole of the season to do that. Commiserations to you for this feedback, but also to Loretta. They played well, they struggled hard, and they've gone out the hardest way of the shootout. Congratulations to Pegasus into Europe, and that's what they wanted. Well done. But I think thank you to both teams for a tense and absorbing final. Before the presentations, there are people who have to be acknowledged and thanked. First, Three Rock Rovers are hosting these finals. This is the fourth time in 7 years that they have taken on this role. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to shout because I can't stand the feedback. This is the fourth time in 7 years that Three Rock Rovers have hosted this event. Their excellent organisation shows the benefit of their enthusiasm and experience. I hope Ailish Kennedy and all her people and their volunteers will pass on Hockey Island's thanks to them for all the work they've done. I hope you will all join me in thanking them in a very appropriate manner for all they've done. And please remember that they will be hosting European hockey here in May. Worth your while coming to watch. Tournaments like the IHL do not happen, and I need to recognise the work that's been done by the Hockey Island office, by Ines Cooper and her IHL working group, along with Linda Ingram and Tom Good, who looked after all the officials' appointments. A real thank you to all of them for their work throughout the season. This weekend has been supervised by our PD, Pauline Corrigan, and my thanks to her and to all the officials and the umpires for managing the games and allowing the players to showcase their talent in the close and exciting games we have so enjoyed. This was in no small way helped by the Ball Patrol and who efficiently put the ball back in play, ensuring that there was no rest for the players, the umpires, or you, the spectators. Well done to all of you. Finally, I wish to recognise all the teams who played in this season's IHL. They and their clubs, along with the umpires and officials, who all contributed to some great hockey, not just this weekend, but throughout the season. Hockey is a game to be enjoyed, hopefully competitively, but played in the right spirit. Played in an atmosphere that you, the spectators and supporters, have generated. And I thank everyone involved in the IHL for their part in this season's competition. So now, without further ado, I'm going to hand back to Chris, who will take us through the presentations.
We'd now like to proceed with the prize-giving ceremony of the 2015 Women's Irish Hockey League. I'd like to invite the umpires up to receive the medal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your umpires for the ladies' final, Carol Metchett, Alison Keel and Gillian Garrett. Fantastic job, ladies. Thank you very much. Now on to the women's goalkeeper of the tournament, which is voted on by the media and is presented by our president, Richard Kendrick. This year's winner, Isha McFerrin from with the medal ceremony of the Women's Irish Hockey League. The silver medals will be presented by our President Richard Kendrick. Please welcome Neve Small of Loretta Hockey Club to call each of the team members of Rathfarnham medals. And of course, not forgetting Neve Small, everyone. And I also think it's important at this time to recognise the hard work and effort that actually goes on off the pitch as well. So can you please put your hands together for Loretta Hockey Club's coach, manager and physio. Ladies and gentlemen, Loretta Hockey Club. Now, the medals, which again will be